Hi, it's Mrs. Pope, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about arithmetic sequences. You have the terms for this already, so you'll know that arithmetic means adding by a common difference. So what we're going to do today is find the nth term. We're going to write equations for the nth term, and you'll hear me saying nth term a lot over the next few days or weeks. And what I'm talking about is whatever term you're looking for. So it's the fourth term, the fifth term, that's why it's the nth term, whatever term you're looking for. And we're going to also find arithmetic means. So this is our magic formula for arithmetic sequences. A sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. We're going to be able to use this for a lot of things. I'm going to show you 3 things that we're mainly going to use it for during this unit. When we're looking at this, a sub n is what we're going to call the nth term. So if there were a sub 5, that would be the fifth term. Our a sub 1 is the first term. That means the first number in the sequence of numbers. Our n is the number we are looking for, or the term we are looking for. So if I say find the 99th term, n would be 99. A sub n, or a sub 99 would be the 99th term. And then d is the common difference. This is what you're adding to get to each term. So when we look at that, keep in mind these are the numbers we're going to use for the magic formula. I mean, it's not terribly magic, doesn't do anything terribly exciting, but it'll be useful. So let's find the nth term. Well, which term are we going to look for here? I'm going to say let's find the 20th term. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. You could go all the way out, and I'm sure you could see, because we use these already, what's happening here. Well, of course, I'm adding 6, I'm adding 6, adding 6, adding 6. We know that's what's happening. So if I'm looking for that, I can use my magic formula, and I'm going to say n is equal to 20, because I want to find the 20th term. And then my d, my common difference, is 6. And I have a1. I want to get all the information I have. a1 is equal to 5. So using all of these, I should be able to plug them in and find the 20th term. Well, let's see. So a sub 20, I'm plugging, remember n is 20, so the 20th term is equal to the first term plus n minus 1 times d. Now the formula from before, which you should still have, a sub n is equal to a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. So let's simplify that. A sub 20, or the 20th term, is 5 plus 19 times 6. So if you simplify that, that's 114. So a sub 20 is equal to 5 plus 114, or a sub 20 is equal to 119. That's how you use the formula to find whatever term you were. If you want to try it again, try to find the 50th term, the 100th term. Or what I would suggest, try the formula and look for the third term and see if you get 17. Just prove to you that it works. All right, next thing we're going to do is write an equation, a general equation, to find any term we want for a sequence. So we're going to use the same sequence. What if I just wanted, you were trying this in your examples in class, what if you wanted a formula to make it easier to find whatever term you want? I want to quickly be able to find the 100th term, the 1,000,000th term, maybe not that big, whatever it is. Let's write an equation for it. So we're still going to use the exact same, let's see, should we use that example? Nah, let's use another one. Let's use another sequence. We'll use -8, -13, -18. This is another one that we used in class. And so on and so forth. So what's happening here? Let's see. Our first term we have is equal to -8. So you can see what's happening. We are not necessarily subtracting. What we're doing is adding. You can think of it as adding a -5 each time. So the common difference, -5. From -8 to 13, oh, that's a big stretch. -5, -5. So our d is -5. And let's see, let's use A1, let's use D, and let's write the equation for A sub n for any term we want to find. So A sub n is equal to A sub 1 plus n minus 1 times D. Let's simplify it using algebra 1. Distribute that negative 5. So A sub n is equal to negative 8 minus 5n plus 5. I just distributed. Collect your like terms, negative 8 and 5. So A sub n is equal to, I'm going to put it in standard form, negative 5n minus 3. So that tells us any term we're looking for, we should be able to take negative 5 times that term we're looking for, minus 3, and get it. Let's check it out. Let's try it. Well, look at A sub 3. Oh, I use this one. A sub 3. A sub 3 is negative 18 because the third term is negative 18. So if we try this with a 3, the third term, we should end up with negative 18. If we don't, sorry, I don't know what happened. So let's try it. Test. A sub 3, we're trying to see if our formula works. So A sub 3, which we know should be negative 18, is equal to negative 15 minus 3, which, yes, it is. That is A sub 3. We know it works. So you can use this if you have A1 and D. You can find a general equation for any sequence, any arithmetic sequence. All right, last thing we're going to do is find arithmetic means. The definition of an arithmetic mean, this is the definition. It's the terms between any two non-consecutive, so these are part of the sequence, but they're not consecutive. They're not right next to each other. Non-consecutive terms of an arithmetic sequence. So I know it's arithmetic. We want to find the difference. If we knew what was happening each time, well, that would be easy. We'd just fill it in. But we don't. So the steps are we're going to find D, find the difference. Then we're going to use D, whatever it is, the common difference, to fill in the middle parts. So we can use our formula, the magic formula. Let's see, how many terms do we have in this part? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the sixth term is 22, the first term is negative 8. So the n, the number of terms in this sequence, is 6, because that's how many terms there are. A sub 1 is equal to negative 8, and A sub 6, or A sub n, how we're going to use it, is equal to 22. So you have n, A sub 1, and A sub 6. So our formula, the magic formula, says A sub n is equal to A sub 1 plus n minus 1 times D. Let's plug in what we know. We're going to use the fact that we know A sub 6 is equal to negative 8 plus, we know what n is, there's 6 terms. 6 minus 1, we don't know D, that's what we're looking for. But we actually know A sub 6, it's 22. You may have put that in the first time, I was just showing you that the n was 6. 22 is equal to negative 8 plus 6 minus 1 is 5, so 5D. Let's solve for D. Add 8, 30 is equal to 5D, divide by 5, D is equal to 6. So knowing that D is equal to 6, the common difference we know, since it's a positive 6, we're going to add 6 each time. So negative 8 plus 6, we're going to end up with negative 2. And then we're going to add 6, end up with 4. Add 6, end up with 10. Add 6, end up with 16. And if you added 6 again, you would end up with 22. So now we found the arithmetic means. Those are the numbers in between any two non-consecutive numbers in an arithmetic sequence. Not bad, huh? All right, well, let's see. I have a nice little present for you to try on your own. So I want you to find the 95th term of this sequence. Don't write it all out, that would take you forever. Second, write the equation for the nth term. This follows example 2, that follows example 1. This follows example 3. Find the arithmetic means here. So if you can do these and have them done by the time you come in tomorrow, you'll know that you have it all. Thanks for watching, and remember, you are responsible for your own learning.